Hey everybody, welcome to Game 3 from our round of 16 into the StarCraft Uni Team League action right here. We've got Fishbones as our pink Terran in the bottom right hand side playing against LAGWakingLIfe as the blue Zerg in the top left. Check out laggedagain.com. Maybe .au, not really sure what the website is right at the moment, but we've got cross positions on Shakira's Plateau, and the series currently tied up 1-1, so the winner of this match will advance to the round of 8 to be able to represent the University of New South Wales in the Team League. And so we've got cross positions on this map. Definitely will be seeing the 15 hatch, 15 pull out of Waking Life, I think, just because this map feels very, very comfortable to take a fast expo. And we should be seeing Fishbones going for his 2 racks expand once again. Not really sure if we're going to be seeing as heavy pressure as we've seen in the last games with his Marines, but definitely should be opening that route, I think, just so that he can get his expansion very comfortable. And he's actually putting a supply depot here on the high ground. I kind of like that. You make your barracks here and even another supply depot here just to be super safe in case of some sort of early pull build. And then you can float your racks down here a little bit later. But no, it actually seems like he's just going to be building his racks here on the low ground directly. Yeah, so I was saying if the early pull came out, you could wall in here and be safe, and then just float your buildings down here and make your wall a little bit later. But it looks like that Fishbone feeling courageous. He's just going to be going for the barracks on the low ground. And here we do see lagged against Waking Life going to be going for 13 hatch once again. So he's keeping in mind that timing from game 1. He wants to be sure that he gets his spine crawler up in time. And something crazy is happening to my internet. I have no idea. But second rack's currently on the way from Fishbones, so we're going to be seeing a very similar opening to last game. And really, if you saw game 2, if this goes late game, Waking Life just wins because his macro is so good. And Fishbones was able to take out that first game sort of to close positions, but yeah, it's some nice pressure early to mid game, and he really punished Waking Life for being so greedy with that 15 hatch. The spine crawler wasn't up at the moment, but really with this new timing, Waking Life's being able to adjust his build to his opponent. He always is going to be able to get that spine crawler up in time now. Just getting that pull down a little, getting that hatch down a little bit faster. But he is going to be getting his pull up as well. It's almost complete, about 3/4 of the way there, and he's going to be saving up a little bit for his queens. Just now, even going to be putting down his gas, so expect to see Spearlings on the map just taking control of these 2 towers. So strong. As Zerg, you can see any pushes coming out, but the first few Marines are actually going to be trickling their way to the actual expansion. Hatch is finished, spine crawler even on the way, and so it should be I don't know if it will be finished, but Waking Life should be able to stall a bit with drones and lings, enough and buy enough time for this spine to complete at least. 6 lings actually on the way, 8 lings on the way. No, 6 lings? Yeah, 6 lings. And we're going to have these 3 Marines poke in here. SCV actually being chased out. These lings need to retreat right now. Oh, picking up the SCV. Nice pick up right there. But yeah, I do like that poke out from Waking Life actually. It bought even more time for the spine crawler to be completed. And so now the spine is up. The hatch might take a bit of damage, but really these Marines aren't going to have much of a chance of killing it right there. And so they are going to be able to get some nice positioning right here, out of the range of the spine crawler and against some walls, just to reduce that surface area. And actually Waking Life's going to be repositioning his spine here to the mineral line. And I'm quite surprised that he's elected to go back here rather than in front. Obviously he prioritizes protecting his drones rather than letting more units up onto this high ground. But yeah, more lings are going to be massed up, and as soon as Waking Life feels comfortable, he's going to be able to take this out alongside with the Queen. And here we go, lings actually picking up a lot of these Marines, able to tank for that Queen, while the Queen does do quite a lot of DPS as well. Some of these Marines like backing out, and they're going to go home right now. Natural expansion actually only in production now from Fishbones, and it feels really late just because he's banked up quite a lot of minerals right there. He's going to be going for double gas and another racks, so trying to take up very quickly now. And really, when you're stalling for time, I love pushing out with your army a little bit and engaging, especially, I'm a Protoss player, sorry about that. Like, just engaging in this middle of the field, I can put force fields down, back away, even kite a little bit, and then put another set of force fields back away, kite a bit, and that buys time for another production cycle. And in this case, Waking Life was able to buy enough time for his spine crawler to be up, so nice heads-up play right there. Metabolic boost is currently on the way. Keep in mind that Waking Life is only going to be mining minerals for the time being. He only mined that first 100 gas, and just enough for that speed upgrade to seize control of the map. and obviously take both of these towers. He's going to be able to spot this Marine contingency coming in right now. He doesn't have speed, however, so he might be a little bit more patient and just wait for it. And it looks like these Marines are going to be queued to taking down these towers at the very least. So look for a really fast third out of WakingLIfe, really, or maybe some more queens, just because he's not mining out any gas. So I like this play right here. It's pretty strange. He's going to be able to take a faster third. He's going to be able to have a lot of speedlings on the map, but he's not going to be able to get roaches or any other tech out for quite a while. And here we go. We're going to be able to see him take his second and third gas. Would not be out of the way to see him take his fourth as well, and even tech Demutas off of this. Is a quite strong play. And here we do see an engineering bay, actually a really curious wall between these three buildings. The engineering bay does not allow the flexibility for your Marines to come in and out. Yeah, a strange play. He's not really putting it to much use either. So maybe that's just the timing he likes, so that he can have missile turrets up in time in case he scouts it. But really, he doesn't have any vision on the map. So a bit of a curious choice to get this engineering bay. You know, upgrades are very good, especially against Lings. But he's not getting upgrades. And so right now we're going to see a Baneling Nest. We're going to see double evolution chamber actually going down right now. So these Lings and Banelings are going to be really strong, enough to match the +1 weapons upgrade that's now going down for Fishbones. And both players going to be taking their respective towers, I guess you could call it, as they're both north and south. And these Lings are going to be able to come in here and actually take down quite a few of these Marines, but actually trade as well with a few Lings. And really, I think WakingLIfe came on top of that engagement. He only lost a few Lings, but those Marines, I think Fishbone lost a lot more Marines, really, but he is able to reinforce quite well. He's been keeping on top of his macro. He's going to be getting combat shields and Stimpak, I believe. Yes, it's the same opening we've seen almost every time. I just didn't spot this engineering bay before. I'm not sure if that was in the other two games, but if it was, then I just missed it, so sorry. Third going out for WakingLIfe. He's feeling very comfortable just to take this main. It's a little bit harder to scout out. It's a little bit harder to defend as well, just because it's horizontal with the Terran. And so drops could definitely be an option for Fishbones mid to late game. Keep in mind that this is the newer Shakura's Plateau, so there are not any backdoor rocks from your main. Instead, they extend here to the center. And here we do have an engagement. Speedling's actually got to be able to get a nice surround, and just punishing Fishbones for not microing his Marines, really. You can kite at least a couple of steps before these Speedlings get a surround off, and then now WakingLIfe's just trading so efficiently with these Lings. Baneling Nest is completed. Not really sure if he's going to be getting Baneling speed anytime soon. He does not have that lair. Oh, he does have the lair, excuse me. At the natural expansion, it does have more hit points. He wants to make sure he keeps this lair alive and keep the natural running, basically. And it is scanned, so lair tech has been scouted out by Fishbones. And let's take a look at the units tab currently. 56 drones, and that's just the effect of not mining gas for so long. And 43 SCVs and a mule for Fishbones right now. So we can see that WakingLIfe is going to be a little bit ahead on economy. He's going to be ahead on worker distribution. Let's take a look at the income. And with those mules, it's just about balanced in the mineral. But the story here is that the gas, and really WakingLife's able to take up a lot faster. He's getting his upgrades, he's getting Baneling speed, he's getting another hatchery, which isn't really gas related, but you get the picture. Spire even being thrown down. So just winning in the tech. And even if we go to the spending tab, we should be seeing that reflected. No, actually, I'm just a fool. We see a stronger economy, at least out of WakingLIfe. And third expansion is finally up. It's actually almost immediately saturated. It's about half saturated, but really the important factors right now for WakingLIfe are these 5th and 6th geysers. He's going to feel very comfortable getting out a lot of mutas as soon as that Spire finishes, getting out a lot of Banelings as well. So that Spire is just about to be finished as well. I'm really not sure if Fishbones was able to scan that. I know he scanned the natural. Yes, he did see it, but I just wasn't sure if the Spire was built. And really, Fishbone's going to be going out for another push, and this feels really curious to me. He seems to be pushing out with a lot of like Marines just at weird times, like small clusters of them, but he seems to be losing them at the same time. And so he really needs tanks, I feel, just to fight against those Banelings that he's surely going to be expecting by now. But it looks like instead he's just going to be going for fast drops. He has not scouted this third, but really with the way that these medevacs are heading, he should be able to scout that out quite soon. And I believe he will just drop here if he scouts it. Yeah, so it feels really weird the way he pushes. He just like sort of pushes out with a few Marines and loses them every now and then. Gonna be beating away an Overseer as well with a stick. And this one Ling actually very nicely placed, able to scout the third. If he had Borrow, it would be borrowed very nicely. Drop going on at the third base actually, and the Queen will get sniped off. All these Marines stimming up wreaking havoc on the middle line, actually getting a lot of value out of these Marines, and they are going to be healed up right now. League's coming into the party a little bit late. They're not going to be able to react in time if Fishbones is on top of this game. He needs to load up right now. No, actually losing all those Marines. So poor micro right there from Fishbones. WakingLIfe actually taking advantage. And I really feel that he's going to be able to drone up a lot quicker if he so chooses to. Even catching a few Marines here on the mid-ground on top of the creep. So being a little bit more careless with his units. Mutas currently on the field. And how many Mutas does he have? I double-clicked on creep tuners. That was good. He's got 15 Mutas currently in this group alone. And so these medevacs are going to retreat. And Fishbones has no sign of a third. He's got a command center currently in construction in his main, which is going to take so long to float over here. So expect him to maybe even take this base right here and establish a planetary fortress. Things feeling really, really desperate for Fishbones. And really without siege tanks, he's going to have a lot of trouble controlling space, especially with this much creep spread, just because Lings and Banelings are going to be able to get the surrounds off so quickly. And here comes a Mutalisk flank from WakingLIfe. No turrets actually in the main. He's got double engineering bay, getting up those ups for his Marines, but really these Mutas just sussing out the middle line, and he sees no turrets, and WakingLIfe's eyes just light up. All these SCVs going to go down. Let's keep an eye on this count, and it should be dwindling very quickly from 50 to 50, 55 to 50 right there, killing off about 6 workers, I think. And so the Marines do stim up and try to chase it out, but really forcing a stim is quite worth it. A lot of damage on these Marines, wasting energy on those medevacs. At the same time, a drop actually going on, and so that's why these Mutas are actually forced to retreat. They're going to clean up this drop, take down the medevacs first, just so the Marines are more vulnerable and cannot escape. No, actually, he's just got a sufficient Muta count to just clean up. I would expect him to see him go back into this main and just poke around, see what he can see, and kill what he can kill. But it looks like he's just going to be content to replenish his army for the time being. 4 more Mutas actually on the field, replenishing back up to 15. And so WakingLIfe's got a lot of Speedlings on the map as well. He's got 64, 1 Baneling on the field, hero Baneling somewhere. But yeah, expect him to morph in a lot more. And we can see that Fishbones is going to be getting this planetary third on the low ground. This Ling should be able to see it and scatter it out. Yes, it will. And another curious push coming out here from Fishbones. WakingLIfe actually being really careless and losing 2 Mutas right there. It's not a game-changing factor, but it's really a careless factor. Yeah, Bailing's actually being morphed into production right now, and on his home turf with this much creep, WakingLIfe's going to feel very, very comfortable getting these flanks off. I would not be surprised if he just started splitting up some links to the top, to the bottom, and keeping the Banes in the center. But no, he sees this vulnerable small group of Marines and actually able to get up some nice positioning. And what is he doing? Those links were dancing around for so long, not doing anything, and so were those Banelings. Possibly a miss micro. Maybe with the Banelings, maybe with the Speedlings blocking the Banelings from doing what they wanted to. And Fishbones does have this command center here with 1 kill, but it hasn't paid off for itself yet. So really, it's a deficit right there in the balance book. And here come the Links, Banelings, and the Mutas able to clean up a lot of these Marines. And really, Fishbones feeling like he should be using some other tech. Marines just are not cutting it at the moment. He needs tanks to clean up those Links and Banelings while the Marines go to work on these Mutas. But really right now it seems that WakingLIfe is going to be able to overrun just by denying a third. He's going to be able to starve out his opponent. Fishbones has cleaned up this Ling right here and should be able to establish a 4th quite soon, but really he doesn't have the working count to spread out at the moment, or he feels too contained by these Mutas actually. And these Mutas just being so effective in containing, in the harass, picking up a lot of buildings, picking up a lot of medevacs at least. And here come the Lings, and SCV is actually being pulled off the line to try and hold the line, but with the Mutas and the Lings reinforcing, WakingLIfe should be able to destroy this second base from Fishbones right now and take this last game, out of this best of 3, which will allow him to advance to the round of 8. So here come the Lings into the mineral line. They're going to be able to start blowing up. Would not be out of the question to see some Banelings morphed in as well. He's actually got 16 Banelings on the field, and here comes the reinforcing wave. Baneling speed just looks so cool, even having a little Overlord party right here. And it looks like they're just going to go to work on this planetary fortress. The Lings coming in here to tank for the Banelings, and all the Banelings actually just rolling into the planetary fortress, having just enough Banelings to take it out with the Speedling support. And yeah, Link's actually running into the main right now, and Fishbones needs to call a good game, really. It is his last game in the tournament, so I can sort of sympathize with him for sticking it out this long. But at this point, it's really game over. If Waking Life wanted to, he could take this base as his 5th, this is his 6th, and yeah, just reinforce so much. And it looks like that Fishbones will finally call GG. So good game right there. It looks like that Waking Life will advance to the round of 8. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in some other best of 3 maybe. Bye.